guys, Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends, a double upload. Man, I'm feeling good. I've been feeling the game recently. Just really in a positive mood. Sending some positive vibes your way today if you need them. Ronda. There we go. We got Rowdy Ronda Rousey in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And she looks pretty cool. She actually has a skin already. You guys see this? It's, I think, $20 US to pick up this skin. I'm not going to go ahead and make the purchase. Personally, I'm not making any of those Ronda-specific shop purchases, but more power to you if you want to go that way. Either way, she does look really, really cool. Hats off, obviously, to Ronda for the physique and to the animators and the artists over at Plarium. She looks really cool. I love the fists of flame here. Look on her. Today's going to be just a video on my first impressions on this champion. Obviously, I've not play tested her more than a few hours now, but what I did was I put her in really good gear, and so basically end game Ronda is what you're going to see today, and then I have her, I'm 2 days away on my free-to-play account, so I'm going to come at you guys probably with 3 or so Ronda videos in the next week or two. Basically, first impressions today, free-to-play Ronda build in a few days, and then after that, probably kind of wrapping up the most viable strategies after a couple weeks of playtesting and seeing what the community can come up with. Anyway, first impressions on this champion, when you compare her to Alexander, the sharpshooter, Deliana, Ninja, Ultimate Death Knight, the other kind of champions that they have these 7-day champion chase events for, I think that Ronda complements them beautifully. She's a nuker, she does a ton of damage, she has a triple hitter on her A1, possibly a quadruple hitter if the target has less than 50% HP, and then she has a triple hitter on her A2, ignores shields, and 30% of the target's defense. That's great. The only two debuffs that she has in her entire kit, you don't need accuracy for because they cannot be resisted, thus no accuracy needed in her kit at all. This block passive skills ability, really handy to have. A champion like Mithrala, right? Just knock out that entire passive, super powerful. A champion like Vogoth, you know, they can't do the healing if the passive skills are blocked, so really cool ability there. Like the love again how it can't be resisted. And then she has a strong AoE attack. She's also immune to turn meter reduction effects when the skill is not on cooldown. They'll be reduced by 50% when this skill is, on cooldown. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, which is great, again, for the arena, because usually you only need one of these bad boys to kill everybody, you know? So I think that she's going to be not an endgame arena nuker, probably not a champion you see a lot in Platinum. However, for the 99.999% of players watching this video, especially all newer players watching this video, she's going to be way better than, you know, your starting champion as your nuker early on. So that's really good news for basically everybody who's able to get this champion, I guess. So also has a 15% chance to join an attack whenever an ally attacks an enemy. She'll be attacking with her default skill, which has nice multipliers on it. I want to say it's a 1.9 multiplier on the A1, but I will put a link to Hell Hades and Ayumi Love's kind of text guide on this champion. They give a few different build recommendations as well. So an AoE times 2, she's got the joining in, kind of like a cardio type move, right? So very, very cool champion. Just a tremendous damage potential in this champion for clan boss, especially for Hydra clan boss, longer battles, and of course we're going to look at her in Fire Knight as well in today's video and the arena. So how did I build her, guys? I'm putting her in, this is an arena build, but you can of course use it in dungeons too, and against clan boss. You might have to build her with a little bit more HP though, I will say that out the gate. We'll talk about the differences on the Masteries in just a second. So crit damage on the gauntlets, put attack percentage on the chest. Her base attack does scale pretty well, 1542, so you know you can invest some attack percentage even if you have to go HP percentage or defense percentage here and there. Her attack still scales nicely nonetheless. So attack percentage on the chest. We went speed on the boots. We have her in a lethal set with crit damage as well, so again, ignoring defense, going to really help on that A2 and obviously the AoE attack on the A3. We have crit rate as our substat that we're looking for, along with some speed. She's a pretty decently speedy champion, I guess. 101, probably about average for nukers out of legendaries. So crit rate here, again, more attack percentage when I can find it, flat stat there. Attack percentage, a really nice weapon on this champion. So again, I will have a free-to-play artifact build. Trust me, the gear will be way, way worse. I'm not even editing this video, by the way. I'm sure you can tell. Sorry for the lack of comedic relief or making fun of yours truly. So anyway, guys, that's how I built her in terms of stat priorities. Again, we do not need accuracy on this champion. champion. So crit rate 100% is going to be paramount on this champion. 100% you're going to need to have it. And then crit rate after that and some attack, in some survivability if you need it, depending on how you're using this champion. Obviously in the arena, that's less important. So again, invest in books. So we have, 4 books on the A1. That sucks just for damage. We have only 3 on the A2. That's nice. One's a cooldown. And then again, only 3 on the A3 ability, and 1 is a cooldown. So I think overall, pretty fair to book this champion if you're going to get a lot of utility out of her. So a champion that honestly, you don't have to book. Maybe you play around with her for a week or 2 or whatever, a month, until you can actually build her and then try her out. If you like her, then book her. If not, then don't book her. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I will say you can still use her as an arena nuker. You'll miss out on a little bit of damage, but again, even on a 5-turn cooldown, it's still going to get the job done, right? So if you're just going to use her in the arena, or maybe even if you're just going to use her on Fire Knight, honestly, you're getting a triple hitter on the A1 and the A2. So sure, I think she's worth booking, but absolutely do not have to book this champion or rush things if there's a champion that you really want to book over that, okay? Masteries, again, this is an arena build that we're looking at right now. And when defense, Retribution, even more of a chance to, attack with that A1. And then I went down and I grabbed Helm Smasher. Most importantly, guys, I do want to point out that I picked out Ruthless Ambush, increased damage inflicted by 8% for the first hit on each enemy. And then on the Shield Breaker, increased damage inflicted on targets under shield. Remember, she's ignoring shield also on the A2, so nice synergy there. Get extra damage right on the target. And then I always love going in and picking up Opportunist, especially in today's arena video where we kind of spotlight her next to Kaimar, who's going to be putting that sleep on one of the teams I'm going to show you guys. So Helm Smasher is what we're going to go for again for the arena. I would say anywhere else, I'd probably go Giant Slayer with a 2-3-time attacks on her kit. So Giant Slayer for dungeons, Helm Smasher for the arena nuker build, okay? Other than that, though, no need for the support tree really on this champion. She's not healing. She's not doing anything that needs accuracy with the 2 debuffs, again, being unable to be resisted. So let's go ahead and try her out, guys. As I said, in the arena, perfect place to start here. Let's just pick the next team that we see just for a quick damage test. I'm going to show you this team in a moment. I just want to put her on an all-out nuke team. So I have a fast Arbiter, I have a fast Kaimar, and then I have basically Kaimar put everybody to sleep so Madame Seres can focus on accuracy and not necessarily on being super fast. And then it doesn't really, her speed doesn't really matter either because of that sleep. So here we go. Let's see how the team works. Most importantly, how much damage can she do? Again, I think she's going to help out a lot of players out there. If I had to kind of tier rank her based on the other champions that we mentioned earlier. So that's a nice hit there. That's a nice hit on that nuke. And it's against a very tanky team, Again, she's not, I don't want to kid you guys. She's not on the level of like a Ronda or a Leo or a Hefrak, for example, in the arena. And that was a nice ability, man. She's great. Again, for players who don't have those champions, she's going to be great in the arena. She's going to help out. You're going to see a lot of her in the arena. She's going to be everywhere because everybody's going to have her, Let's go against this team as well. Maybe we can use that A2 against Mithrala here as well. Again, it can't be resisted, so that resist doesn't matter. Then we go ahead and we knock out her passive. It's really a handy kind of champion for her. So she goes in. Oh, she auto goes in with the. She didn't want to wake him up. Oh no, I'm an idiot. That was her joining in the attack with her A1. I'm like, what did she do? She auto into the A2. So you guys saw that, right? She just joined in the attack and she ended up taking down Arbiter, their reviver. So that was really cool. There she goes. The animations aren't insane. I gotta look at the A3 again. She's one of those champions that I like her visual, but not so much in the actual arena or in the battlefield or whatever. But I love her visual, like when you're, head on in the champion selection area. So there she goes. Actually, you know what? I take that back. That was really cool. Did you guys see that? She kind of ran in with the red. Sorry, as I said, I'm not even going to edit this video. I just want to get it up for you guys who want to build her early because Clan vs. Clan is happening. But we'll have, I guess more strategic videos coming up too. I want to show you this team one more time. And I'm going to show you the Go Second team. And then we're going to attack the Fire Knight and just kind of do a random damage check to the Hydra Clan boss as well. I'm not going to do a whole run, but maybe check her against another nuker. So that will be the plans for the rest of the video, guys. All right. By the way, while we go over to, actually, I want to show you the other team first. While we go over to the other team, if any of you guys watched MOLT, Gaming with MOLT, I did an interview with him on my other YouTube channel. It's called Chat with Ash. If I can think of it, I'll link it for you guys in the show notes. Pretty kind of raw behind the scenes. So again, if you grew up playing Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, you know who that is. All right, guys, so wanted to find a team with a Rotos. This team has Brackus too, because it will really, get utility out of Ultimate Death Knight's passive. Unfortunately, Molly comes in and provokes everybody, but I think we're going to be absolutely fine. I'm curious to see what she's going to do with her A1 here against this kind of squishier team. Sans Molly. So let's see. She goes right for Molly. Not bad. That was a 4-time hitter, obviously, getting that extra hit off of the A1. Let's see. So she's going to, obviously, all this damage is going to be going to Mr. Ultimate Death Knight. She's going to come in with the A3 right now. See if we can just take everybody out here. We have no debuffs. Not bad, not bad. We had no decreased defense and weaken on the enemy team there. So, overall, you can definitely use her on a variety of different teams for the arena. Now, for dungeons, I would get her out of the lethal/savage set. And if you have the gear, I would put her in Relentless, man. Extra turns on a champion like this, it's just really insane. So we have her on this team. By the way, guys, we have a guide coming on this champion. Even if you don't have them, which most people don't, to Gore, probably in 1 or 2 days. I want to say maybe Wednesday coming out on that video. Really insanely good champion. I'm a big, big fan. Anyway, Coldheart. So I'm going to a little teaser for you guys. We have Tyrell. If some people hate on Tyrell, we still love you here on the channel, Tyrell. In Coldheart and Allure for control. So I'm going to come back at you guys. We'll watch like one quick nuke here. And then I'm going to come back at you with the Fire Knight, because it's a great kind of all-epic team, and this team's going to be 100% win rate. It's never going to lose, and that's the most important thing. A lot of players forget. We have the speeds wrong here. We need the debuffs, obviously, up first. So I'm going to come back at you guys anyway. But the overall point is, don't go with a faster team on any dungeon if you're not winning all the time. Because if you're losing 10% of your battles, you're throwing away that energy. And at the end of the day, it's all about energy optimization in this game, unless you're spending like thousands of dollars. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna come back at you when we get to the Fire Knight. All right, guys, here we go at the Fire Knight. So the whole idea here is obviously to get that shield down as quickly as possible. 4-time hitter on Coldheart's A1, 3-time hitter on Allure's A1 ability, and then we have the 3-time hitter from Ronda as well. So the shield is down, and now it's basically game over, right? We have Coldheart's turn meter reduction on her A3 ability, and then we have the A1 control, the amazing A1 control of Allure. And that's it. So now we can just DPS. But she does a great job of getting that shield down. And if you don't have an Allure and you have to deal with that shield going back up, I'd probably go ahead and sub in. I don't know. We have a lot of support on this team with this new champion. Has a revive on his A3 ability, has a heal, great heal, and has a shield as well. So just maybe having a little bit more support on the team and then just chip away at the shield. But I think even a squad like this, with Scylla Drakes, for example, instead of Tagore, I think that you'd be totally fine. So really, really a reliable team, consistent team, and as we spoke about, not the fastest team in the world, but, and we don't have it AI optimized for Allure to only use her A1. You want to shut off the A2 and the A3 when you get to the Fire Knight, but it's going to get the job done here, guys. I'll come back at the end of the battle, then we'll move on really quick to Hydra. All right, guys, so there we go. Ronda putting out a cool 2.8 million damage. Not too bad, Ronda. Attack flat stat, we will sell that. You know what I'm going to do, guys, before we jump into Hydra real quick? So far, I'm like pretty impressed with this champion. Again, I think that she's going to help a lot of players out there. I am going to change the Masteries. I'm going to go ahead and give her Giant Slayer because I figured it'll be free anyway, right? So let's just go ahead and redo it really quickly here. Go to the Masteries and reset for free. I'm not even going to overthink anything. I'm just going to go down the... I'll show you in just a moment here, guys. But we're going to pick up Life Drinker as well. Nice little healing ability there. I'm just going to pick up basically the left-hand side, which is a more PvE. I shouldn't have picked up Wrath of the Slain, by the way, for how we're using this, but it's totally fine. Instead, we'll go with Kill Streak, and then we'll go down for Giant Slayer, and then I'm just going to fill in the left-hand side again. Generally speaking, I like going with Improved Parry on Arena defense champions, and then I like going with Blast Proof because it's from AoE attacks for any PvE content in the game. So let's go Resurgent, let's go with Delayed Death, and let's go Retribution, and then we will switch over so now we have still the lethal gear, the savage gear on, essentially, but where am I going? Doom Tower? No. But what do you guys think of this champion? Give me your honest take here. I would say maybe not as good as Ninja and maybe UDK, but like right a small notch below. way better than Deliana and certainly better than Alexander. So that's kind of how I would rank them, I guess. So what about you guys? Let me know. So let's just go ahead and go in here on hard. Let me put a team together. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So because it's only hard difficulty, we actually going to use her in the or lead here. We put her with Mithrala, Bivald the Thorn, Inquisitor, Royal Guard, and Ugo. Really, just all my favorites, guys. I loaded a team of all my favorite champions in the game, who I thought, you know, at least a few of you guys might have some of these champions here. So let's see how the team does. You've seen her enough by now. I can't wait to kind of watch her joining in randomly with all of the other ally attacks on this team. We're going to just compare her damage with like Inquisitor Shamil, champions like Bivald of the Thorn, see kind of where she stands there. And then I'll probably go around like 20 turns or so, and then I'll go again with a different champion. Maybe we'll compare her to, I don't know, let's compare her to Ninja. Let's just go big and see what kind of damage she puts out compared to him, and then we'll end the video. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I just want to say that all the In Your Corner procs are super fun. You guys are going to be excited whenever you see that and use the champion, because I've already seen her join in so many different attacks, and man, look at all of that extra Giant Slayer damage she's doing as well. Definitely go Giant Slayer on this champion, guys, instead of War Master. But look at all those attacks. That was 4 hits. Man, oh, and again, In Your Corner, she's going in. Oh my god. Dude, this champion's kind of sick in Hydra, huh? Like, all those joined in attacks are going to add up like crazy. And with the 4-hit potential on that A1 plus Giant Slayer, man, you're going to be happy with this damage. So there she goes with the AoE. See all that hex damage as well. Not super impressive, but I think it's going to be all those ally attacks is really going to base or get those stats up for her. So let's see. We don't have a reviver on this squad. I'm just noticing that right now. So that's something I would definitely change. She does recoup her health there, but still. But here, 20 rounds in. Let's go ahead and end the battle. See what kind of damage she puts out here. We get 7.88 total. She puts out 3.1 million. So well over double the damage of Inquisitor Shamil. Really impressive. Compared to Royal Guard, she does almost 3 times the damage. Of course, it is a very small sample size, but I have Royal Guard in Reflex gear as well. And wow, really impressed on that damage compared to the other champions. Granted, again, we would need a reviver, not just the Ugo revive on this squad, because she's too squishy in this build for Hydra Clan Boss, unless I have a reviver on the team or some really strong defense. So let's go ahead and free regroup, make sure I don't click the wrong thing, and then just compare to Ninja and see what she does. I have to use somebody in the else in the or lead. I can just, well, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we go. This one is going to be really close, but keep in mind, Ninja did have the Brimstone Blessing, so all that extra damage as well. Go ahead and take a look here, guys. 20 rounds, and I let them go almost the entire round, just like I did for Ronda. We're going to end the battle, and 7.4, you can see it a little bit earlier, 7.5 million. And Ninja put out 2.7, so she outdamaged Ninja. Ninja is built in Relentless gear, guys. Let me actually show you Ninja's build, so you guys can have a, you know, let me free regroup. Champions. I'll show you a +2 Ninja with, again, as I mentioned, Brimstone Mastery. And not even 100% crit rate, and she flat out outdamaged him. Again, super small sample size, but this is the build that I have Ninja in, as I mentioned, in Relentless gear as well. Guys, really exciting new champion. Congratulations for getting her. If you're just having her, let me know what you think of her, or you're just having her. If you just pulled her, just built her, let me know what you think of her in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys watching until the very end. Subscribe, turn on your bell notifications if you like the content here. Thank you, and as always, take care, guys.